Hey, everybody, what's going on? What's hot? What's hip? What's happening? What is shaking on your Friday? You made it. You made it. It's the weekend. The Doc Dorn's here. He says, there he is, the man, the myth, the only stone green host in the history of not even a show. That's me, Tom Gully. Yeah, I betcha. Hey, folks, tonight, look at it, and you tell me if there's any difference. We're coming to you in full 1080 high def. Gene 1313 is here. So we're in the highest def I can def. You know what? I think I could increase my frame rate. But still, it's pretty thunderous applause and cheers. Well, there's quite a lot of debate whether people seeing my face in a higher resolution would be good for the program. Tonight I'm going to tell you, in keeping with our Friday, topics that no one's interested in, I'm going to tell you about a very interesting gentleman by the name of Tom Lehrer. Hey, like, share, subscribe, notification bell, retweet, all those free things you can do to serve the almighty algorithm. All-powerful algorithm. And then also we have super chats and memberships if you'd like to avail yourselves of those. We do have a goal every night. It is any amount of money, but please turn on your gifted memberships. It tells how in the crawl at the bottom of the screen. And if somebody gifts one, you could get a freebie. Who doesn't like a freebie? I'll tell you what I don't like. 8:30 meetings, important ones, on Friday morning. The meeting ended up being awesome, but I had to look nice. Not really partial to looking nice, as you can see here. However, in our daily collar watch, this is a t-shirt I really love, by the way. It's a Due South shirt. Due South one. It's my favorite, TV show. And this one, it even says on it, they have fan reunions. And this one took place in 2014 up in Toronto. And so I've had this shirt, 2014, 10 years. 10-year-old shirt. John, check the collar. 10 years old. I've been putting some of, younger than the 30 and 40-year ones I have, just to be fair to you. Well, I think you can still see that crease there. You can still get the crease there. John, it ain't that hard. Child could do it. And don't forget to call. Tom will love you long time if you call. Yeah, if I open up the phone lines. Been blabbing too much. Way too much blabbing going on. Man, I saw Stuttering John. Doopa-doopa-doo is here. She's saying hi to folks. We do have the most cheerful chat room on the internet. It's verified by independent sources. I saw where Stuttering John got really mad at Shuley, and he wants to fight him. That's back on. They're going to fight. And he wants to fight him. Wants to get in the ring. Guys, I'm 6'5". I think I weigh around 220, 225. I'm still in really good shape. Yeah, I'd fight Stuttering John. I'd love to fight Stuttering John. That would be a one-round affair. The Wolf is here, and he's saying hi to folks. Man, the Wolf is so awesome. I'm so lucky to have been put on the same floor as the Wolf. I had a roommate who was from my same hometown, who was kind of a turd. So I wandered down the hallway, and here we are, 43 years later. It's because you don't have a head that is 5 times the size of a normal head. He stretches them out, getting that trash can of a head through the deal there. People saying hi. SG fanboy. Well, I'm not going to say it. I don't have to. Doopadoopadoo said it. The living legend, SG Fanboy, is here. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. 8:30. Suit jacket, the whole 9 yards. But it was like 9 million times better of a meeting than I thought it was going to be. So, hey, whatever. And I thought about staying dressed up all day, so I'd be dressed up for this. That lasted about 7 minutes. SG Fanboy saluting the throng of his cheering admirers. But there's one other thing I saw today. Did I write it down? I thought I wrote something down. Monday's topic. Where in the hell did I write that down? Oh, yeah. Monday's topic will be Jolt Cola. Jolt Cola. There you go. Hope people have exciting weekend plans. I have my same plan. I'll get up at 5:45. I will run past the 7-Eleven, fill my car up with gas, get 2 20-ounce Red Bulls, drive to the grocery store, get my groceries, come back, empty the groceries, take out the trash, clean up the place, go back to bed. That's my weekend plan. That's the entire plan, and that's the only plan. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I really am. SG Fanboy says, I'll be looking for a place to stay this weekend. Well, why? What's up, man? What's the scoop? What's the haps on that? And I'm glad you got your cast off. Hopefully that's going well for you today. There we go. Hopefully that's going well for you today. Let's see. Doctorn says, dressed up. Hell, as soon as I walk out the door, my work uniform disappears and my normal civvies appear. Well, dressed up for me means I'm wearing a shirt with buttons on it. Usually. I swore years ago I was never going to wear a tie again. I think I have a couple of ties, but I don't know what I'd wear them with because I have jackets, but I don't know that I have any dress. I used to have a killer suit, and over the years, I don't know what happened to it. Probably, I don't know. Who knows? I probably put it in the bottom of a storage trunk and ruined it. I don't know. SG Family says, I'll spare you the details, but I'm staying in my car at the moment. Dude, do you need some help? Is everything cool? Because we can round up some people to help you out, man. Things got a little crazy the past few days. Well, it sounds like it. I hope everything's somewhat stable. If there's anything we can do, let me know. Jeepers. That makes me upset. Like when Joey was talking about going up on the roof to avoid a hurricane. That's like jumping in the ocean to avoid drowning. It's like, no, the roof is the worst place to be. Yeah, man, that's terrible news. Terrible news. I think details haven't been finalized yet. We're still ironing out the details. However, there's a possibility, a chance, mind you, that I could be on Out of the Coffin next week. Thanks, man. I'll be okay, though. Not the first time. Well, but still, you shouldn't, man, don't unnecessarily suffer, time to check into the say YMCA. Go to a truck stop. They got showers and sometimes state parks. Do some camping, whatever. I don't know, man. I want everybody to be safe and sheltered. And you've been so good to us, SG fanboy, But I hate it when things get crazy. Let's talk about something that's happy and uplifting and joyous. Like, boy, would I love to fight Stuttering John. Man, oh man, would I love to fight him. And the good news is we may be in the same weight class. I'm like 220, 225, maybe 230, maybe. I haven't weighed myself in forever. 6'5". I'd love to fight him. SG said I was close to driving to Florida today. Then my brakes messed up. I guess it wasn't in the cards. Oh, man. Doc Thorne says, Tom, that wouldn't be a fight. That'd be a one-sided arse whipping. It wouldn't last longer than a round. I can guarantee you. Wolf says that drunk guy would just stumble and fall down. Oh. Go to the body on him once or twice, and then it's open season. He always wants to wear headgear, too. We'll wear headgear. Why? It's gonna draw out your beating. Get KO'd like a man. SG said, we need to put that match together. Yeah, that'd be a blast. All right, let me open up my thing. Let's see. Oh, come on now. Don't do me like that. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Now, I don't want you to judge this next segment by the photo. However, back in the 60s, there was a guy named Tom Lehrer. That's Tom Lehrer. I'll hip him up here in a second, don't worry. He's born in 1928, and guess what, kids? Tom Lehrer is still alive. Still alive. An American musician, singer-songwriter, satirist. And I'll tell you about his other career in a minute. That'll blow your mind. He recorded pithy and humorous songs that became popular during the 50s and 60s. His early performances dealt with non-topical subjects and black humor, like poisoning pigeons in the park. But in the 60s, he produced songs about timely social and political issues, particularly for the U.S. version of the television show That Was the Week That Was. And the popularity of these songs has far outlasted the topics or the references. In the early 1970s, Lehrer largely retired from public life and public performance to devote his time to teaching mathematics. Yeah. He was a mathematical genius. Grew up in Manhattan's Upper East Side. He was considered a child prodigy and entered Harvard at the age of 15. Yes. And that while he was an undergraduate at Harvard, he began to write humorous songs and perform them in public. So he graduated with a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Harvard, magna cum laude. Yeah. He received his master's degree the next year and was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa. He later taught mathematics and other classes at MIT, Harvard, Wellesley, and the University of California. Lehrer remained in Harvard's doctoral program for several years, taking time out for his musical career and to work as a researcher at the Los Alamos Scientific Laboratory. He was drafted into the U.S. Army from 1955 to 1957, working at the National Security Agency. He claims that he invented the Jello shot during this time as a means of circumventing the naval base's ban on alcoholic beverages. Despite holding a master's degree in an era when most Americans, a lot of Americans didn't even have a high school diploma, he served as an enlisted soldier, achieving the rank of Specialist Third Class, which he described as being a corporal without a press agent. These experiences became fodder for his songs later. He returned to full-time math studies at Harvard. He taught mathematics in the political science department at MIT. In 1965, he gave up on his mathematics dissertation on modes in statistics after working on it 15 years. So in 2001, Lehrer taught his last mathematics class on the topic of infinity and retired in academia. He has remained in the area, and in 2003 said he still hangs out around the university. So his funny songs, it could be very, very politically topical. He did a song called Werner von Braun, which is a funny song about a Nazi that the U.S. very happily allowed to direct their rocket program because he was a genius at it. To a song he wrote just called Smut. There's nothing. It's just about pornography and how awesome it is that the Supreme Court has to defend it under, free speech. He wrote a great song called The Vatican Rag about how the Catholic Church had changed its rules. Very funny stuff. Very funny stuff. Oh, he did one called New Math. It's when they first came out with New Math. And he in his intro goes, of course, New Math, where the most important thing is to understand the concept rather than to get the right answer. And some of the lyrics are New Math, so simple, so very simple that only a child can do it. Lots of stuff. I wish I could play one or two of his songs for you. I cannot. But Tom Lehrer was hip. Here he is being like indoctrinated into some woman's sorority in Denmark. And of course, he's very happy to be there, as you might imagine. As you can tell by the smile on his face. Here he is in sort of a little bit later years. A couple of his really good albums are An Evening Wasted with Tom Lehrer and Tom Lehrer, That Was the Year That Was. Let me just do some lyrics from two songs. I'll pick Smut. I'll do Smut. And this is, I guess these lyrics are from That Was the Year That Was, because it has the introduction in them, and I'm getting a giant spinning. Okay. I do have a cause, though. It's obscenity. I'm for it. Thank you. Unfortunately, the civil liberties types who are fighting this issue have to fight it, owing to the nature of the laws as a matter of freedom of speech. But we know what's really involved. Dirty books are fun. That's all there is to it. But you can't get up in a court and say that, I suppose. It's simply a matter of freedom of pleasure. a right which is not guaranteed by the Constitution, unfortunately. And since people seem to be marching for their causes these days, I have a march for mine. It's called Smut. Give me smut and nothing but a dirty novel I can't shut if it's uncut and unsut. Oh, I've never quibbled. If it was ribbled, I would devour where others merely nibbled. As the judge remarked the day that he had quitted my Aunt Hortense. To be smut, it must be utterly without redeeming social importance. Anyway, as you can tell, story of Torah here. All books can be indecent books, though recent books are bolder, for filth, I'm glad to say, is in the mind of the beholder when collectively viewed. Everything is lewd. I could tell you things about Peter Pan and the Wizard of Oz. There's a dirty old man. Anyway, his songs were very funny. And they were very, cutthroat. Okay, so Dr. Werner von Braun invented the buzz bomb, which the Germans shot into London and killed and crippled a lot of people. Ice Cream Jerk is back on his regular schedule. And so in the song, Werner von Braun, he says, some have harsh words for this man of renown, but some say our attitude should be one of gratitude, like the widows and cripples in old London town who owe their large pensions to Werner von Braun. I mean, he could get just. So do yourself a favor. Do me a favor. I know it's on YouTube. Check out, and I would recommend That Was the Year That Was. He's really nasty. But his songs are funny and they're hip and you might have to read up a little to know exactly what he's talking about on some of the songs, but not all of them. So, Northern Backwoodsman. I don't know that we've seen you here before, and we are happy to have you. He said, what a great talent. Always a good listen. Yeah, and I wonder, he's 96 now. Man, he's still cranking right along. Who'd have thought back in the 60s when he was writing, songs about the nuclear test ban and all sorts of other stuff, that he'd still be around now. What was the one? Oh, there's a great song here. Let me see. I'll pull the lyrics up for it real quick and do it for you. Because, they were really concerned about the bomb back in the day. Let me see if I can find it better. If I can find the intro to that, because the intro from the tag on it. Let's see here. Is this it? This has some of the intro, I guess. Here we go. This year we've been celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Civil War, so this must have been in 1960 or so. And the 50th anniversary of the beginning of World War II, and the 20th anniversary of the end of World War. This year we've been celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Civil War and the 50th anniversary of the beginning of World War I and the 20th anniversary of the end of World War II. So all in all, it's been a good year for the war buffs. And a number of LPs and television specials have come out capitalizing on all this nostalgia, with particular emphasis on the songs of the various wars. I feel that if any songs are going to come out of World War III, we'd better start writing them now. I have one right here. This is the song that some of the boys sang as they went bravely off to World War III. So long, Mom, I'm off to drop the bomb, so don't wait up for me. But while you swelter down there in your shelter, you can see me on your TV. While we're attacking frontally, watch Brinkley and Huntley describing contrapuntally the cities we have lost. No need for you to miss a minute of the agonizing Holocaust. Yeah. Little Johnny Jones, he was a U.S. pilot, and no shrinking violet was he. He was mighty proud when World War III was declared. He wasn't scared, no siree. And this is what he sang on his way to Armageddon. So long, Mom, I'm off to drop the ball. But while I may roam, I'll come back to my home, although it may be a pile of debris. Remember, Mommy. Anyway, I probably didn't do that justice. And you probably don't want to hear Tom Lehrer now. I noticed we've lost viewers. But that's what I'm going to tell you about Tom Lehrer. Give him a listen. If you like him, you're welcome. If you don't, I'm sorry. We now have 40 minutes till the end of this program. 40 minutes. Tom Lehrer invented the Jell-O shot. What a surprise. He chose comedy over math. Yeah, he did comedy, and man, he was on like a nationally big show. And he was one of the most popular people on it. And he did all this stuff and all this stuff. I guess he took some crap from all the like really academic types and stuff. And so he eventually just said, okay. I thought it was entertaining. By the way, Tom Lehrer also wrote some songs for the electric company. Yeah, who can take a hat and turn it to hate? Who can turn a... Let's see. Let me see. Maybe see if I can find the lyrics to this song, because he wrote a song that they still use in school today. I'm not joking. Who can turn a can into a cane? Who can turn a pan into a pane? It's not too hard to see, it's silent E. Who can turn a cub into a cube? Who can turn a tub into a tube? It's elementary for silent E. Who can turn a cap into a cape? Who can turn a tap into a tape? A little glob becomes a globe instantly if you just add silent E. He turned a damn alakazam into a dame. But my friend Sam stayed just the same. I mean, Tom Lehrer, man. Check him out. Tom Lehrer. Dupa says, I listened to him this afternoon. I liked We Will All Go Together When We Go. Yes. I think that might be the album that has Fight Fiercely Harvard on it, which is just hilarious. It's Jake Hudson. Hello, Jake. How are you today? Nice to see you. Thanks for showing up. Let's see here. Do I really want to do that? I just guess I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it now. Dupa, I'm glad that you enjoyed Tom Lehrer. Really am. Loves me some Tom Lehrer. Hey, everybody, what's it like to have me in full 1080 high definition? I'm in 1080 now. Can you tell the difference? Is it the same damn show? Nobody's watching on their TV anywhere? It's just the same stinking show as it's always been. Bo Burnham also did a song called New Math. What's a pirate minus the ship? Just a creative homeless guy. What's a guitar player without a girlfriend? Homeless. There we go. Telling you what, this about to bust into this last Coke Zero Dr. Pepper. Wow. What's domain range? A kid with too much in his pants. Jesus. You got to listen to Tom Lehrer do new math. You can't take 3 from, wait, let's see. You can't take 10 from 1. 10 is more than 1. So you look at the 9 in the tens place. Now that's really 9 tens. So you make it 8 tens and you turn the 1 to 1. I mean, it's really funny. Doctorn says, I can see more reflection off your glasses. So there's that. Hey, just what I was aiming for. SG Fanboys, 2 balls minus 1. 6 titles at the Tour of France. Yeah, so funny. Well, that's some funny stuff. That's some weird, wild stuff. Okay, I'm closing my Tom. Does it say anything? Revivals and reissues. Oh my God. In October 2020, Lehrer transferred the music and lyrics for all the songs he had ever written into the public domain. In November 2022, he formally relinquished the copyright and recording rights on all his songs, making all music and lyrics composed by him free for anyone to use, and established a website, TomLehrerSongs.com, from which all his recordings and printable copies of his songs could be downloaded. His statement releasing all his works into the public domain concludes with this note. This website will be shut down in some date in the not too distant future. So if you want to download anything, don't wait too long. Well, I guess, should I try? Should I just go ahead and try? SG Fanboy has shattered our daily goal of any amount of money, gifting 5 memberships. I hope some of you have your gifted memberships turned on. And I feel terrible because he's staying in his car and he's helping out our show. Fine, I feel rotten now. Absolutely rotten. Just rotten. Just absolutely rotten. Huzzah, SG. Huzzah. Wonder if I should play some Tom Lehrer. Should I? I mean, I don't want to get nailed for a week just for playing a Tom Lehrer song. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, well, she gave me the money, but she was just really crappy about it. Anyway. Tom Lehrer songs and lyrics by Tom Lehrer. This is Tom by albums. Here we go. Should I play something? I mean, should I play something? Oh man, here's a good one. I'm going to go ahead and try this, and if there's any problems, I'll appeal it.
One week of every year is designated National Brotherhood Week. This is just one of many such weeks honoring various worthy causes. One of my favorites is National Make Fun of the Handicapped Week, which Frank Fontaine and Jerry Lewis are in charge of, as you know. During National Brotherhood Week, various special events are arranged to drive home the message of brotherhood. This year, for example, on the first day of the week, Malcolm X was killed, which gives you an idea of how effective the whole thing is. I'm sure we all agree that we ought to love one another, and I know there are people in the world who do not love their fellow human beings, and I hate people like that. Here's a song about National Brotherhood Week. Oh, the white folks hate the black folks, and the black folks hate the white folks. To hate all but the right folks is an old established rule, but during National Brotherhood Week, National Brotherhood Week, Lena Horne and Sheriff Clark are dancing cheek to cheek. It's fun to eulogize the people you despise, as long as you don't let them in your school.
He said Lena Horne and Sheriff Clark were dancing cheek to cheek. Lena Horne, a very famous African-American singer of the time, and Sheriff Clark, probably the worst out front racist cop in the nation. He was the turn the dogs loose and the fire hoses guy.
Oh, the poor folks hate the rich folks, and the rich folks hate the poor folks. All of my folks hate all of your folks. It's American as apple pie. But during National Brotherhood Week, National Brotherhood Week, New Yorkers love the Puerto Ricans 'cause it's very chic. Step up and shake the hand of someone you can't stand. You can tolerate him if you try. Oh, the Protestants hate the Catholics, and the Catholics hate the Protestants, and the Hindus hate the Muslims, and everybody hates the Jews. But during National Brotherhood Week, National Brotherhood Week, it's national, everyone smile at one another hood week. Be nice to people who are inferior to you. It's only for a week, so have no fear. Be grateful that it doesn't last all year. A considerable amount of commotion was stirred up during the past.
Anyway, that's Tom Lehrer. Okay. Hopefully that was a little bit funny. I don't know. Huzzah, SG. But the view is incredible from your vehicle. I mean, I feel so bad about that. Israeli pager coming in with the hot takes. Israeli pager coming in hot. Just tuned in, world-famous John Melendez said he studied at NYU and took a Tom Lehrer course. He may have taken a course about Tom Lehrer, but he didn't take a course from Tom Lehrer. And he doesn't understand most of the sort of historical political issues in any Tom Lehrer record. He didn't, not the first MLF. He doesn't know what that is. He doesn't know who Werner von Braun. He doesn't. Oh yeah, Werner von Braun. Play Lead Belly. I'm not playing Lead Belly. I'll get dinged for that. Poisoning pigeons, douche. Poisoning pigeons in the park. Oh, for the love of Odin, plays them. This stinks. Tom, your viewers are tuning out to watch Stuttering John live when you play this. Sorry, I'm not living up to your expectations, Johnny Showbiz. Ariana May says he'd get himself canceled so fast today. Oh, Tom Lehrer? I don't know. I think today he'd be like a Bill Maher. I think that's where he'd be, but you may be right. But he was out there, man. He was. But at that time, you'd think that people would be more triggered because it was all out there and it was all happening. But no, it was all out in the open, and there were very serious discussions and very serious. So I don't know. But Ariana May, I'm not going to say you're wrong. And that could well happen. Doopadoopadoo says, I thought you were going to say viewers are tuning out to watch Vince the Lawyer. Yeah, me too, Doopa. Vince the Lawyer doesn't have the stones to call in here. You know, he thinks he's... This is my world. You call in here to me? Not going to be a good... And you actually could call in right now, because for the last few minutes, the phone line's been open at 972-994-6822. How about that? What do you think about that? But he don't want no part of me. Should never be forgiven just for the arty crap. Just for that alone. Done. He's... He just wants to spread misery. That's his, you know. And then tee-hee. Napoleon complex. It's sad. The gas station bit was horrible. Yeah, I know. And the stuff with Phil Elmore. Just unnecessary. Jealousy. Just bitterly jealous. So, yeah. I did watch John from McDonald's. God, he was mad at Shuley. And they got into that whole, you started it, we started it, blah, blah, blah. Man. He and his friends are the reason we learned to duck and cover. That's right. Those guys didn't do anything for a week, not one thing, and you just kept up with your nonsense and letting your guests do it, your dirty work for you and all that stuff. And I don't know. I don't think you can say it's wrong to do this thing and then do it to someone else and say, but you did it to me. It's either wrong to do or it's not wrong to do. So, for instance, if I was to start supporting Tottenham Hotspur, I'm an Arsenal fan. Worst thing you could ever do. Like a Yankees fan liking the Red Sox all of a sudden. You don't do that. I don't do that. It's just not going to be done. I don't care what other people do. I'm not doing that. And he doesn't have that gear. He also doesn't have the gear of, what do I care? You know. Do you know how many people make fun of me on the internet? Do you know that for a while there were several different podcasts and things dedicated to making fun of me on the internet? Unless they do things outside of actually online, unless the online stuff is crazy. But, it's just, say what you want, man. I have from time to time been informed my dentistry is not perfect. It's genetic. It's a family thing. And so what do I care? He doesn't have that. Anything, the slightest thing is like you just accused. Yeah, it's the worst thing you could ever say. So I don't know what's up with that guy. But he was so mad. He wants to fight Shuley. Why didn't he want to fight Bob? Why didn't he want to fight Carl? Why didn't he want to fight me? Okay, he doesn't know who I am, and nor should he. But I guarantee you, if presented with the opportunity, he wouldn't do it. And if he did do it, it'd be the worst mistake he's made in a long time. Be a bad mistake. Personally, I think him fighting Bob would be a bad mistake. I think that would be a bad mistake. Shuley, I think, is just smart enough, and I don't know his athletic background, other than he apparently is another Norman Dale when it comes to coaching girls basketball. But he just doesn't want to fight. He's a certain age, a certain place in his life. He doesn't want to fight. Doesn't feel like he has to. I don't blame him. But if a guy is screaming, "Fight! I'm going to fight this. I'm going to fight that. I'm going to fight that," John, please. The thing about John that I think most perfectly encapsulates his malfunction when it comes to sports and his being an athlete is the Marco Battaglia. Or was it Mario Battaglia? I forget which. The tight end in the NFL. That he thought he was going to beat in the 40. And he thought he was going to beat in the 100. And he's just Walter Mitty, delusional. It's like, now I've had a taste of this. Wolf knows what I'm talking about. To get to be a professional athlete, you got to be one of the best college athletes. To get to be best college athletes, you got to be one of the best high school athletes. And it just gets the level of ability and just physical condition as you go up and up and up it's like, John, a professional athlete, particularly a player in the NFL, that's their job. You're thinking about it like when you were in Little League or high school and you did a bunch of stuff and you went out and practiced for a couple of hours. That's their 8-hour a day, 7-day a week job. Oh, there's an off season and they can take a little time off. But they're working out again during the off season, all the way back to it. All of the working out, John, that you've done this year, that you've been bragging about, all of it, put it all together, multiply it times 10, and a professional athlete has done 5 to 10 times more than you have. Let's see here. Gene says he was thinking Howard Stern was going to let him win. There are defensive linemen in the NFL that can run 40-yard dashes in the fours. And John had the absolute just bold-faced gall to sit there and go, yeah, but he just blocks. I don't think he plays that much. He just blocks. Okay. Yeah, he's just taking on the other team's defensive end. Okay. That's all he does is block. All right. Just like the cabbie fight. Yeah, that cabbie fight was the worst thing that ever happened to him from an athletic standpoint. Because that made him think he was deluded, and I blame Cabby for that. Because I will say this, I'm sure John trained harder for that fight than Cabby did. Cabby didn't look like he trained for it at all. And that should have been a walkover win. God, I would steamroller that guy. And here's the big one for me is he won't fight Joe. He won't fight Joe. Why not? He's got 100 pounds on him. I'd love to see that. Just Joe wrap him up like a pretzel. And Doctrine says, Odin's beard. This John guy sounds rather arrogant. Well, he's kind of a big deal. The Doctrine, I did that one already. SG Fanboy says, all he does is block. Sort of like John. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe, retweet, notification bell, all those free things that serve the almighty algorithm. And then we have super chats and we have memberships. You can avail yourselves of those if you'd like to. Our goal is any amount of money. SG Fanboy donated 5 memberships today, gifted 5 memberships. So we've met our goal. And please turn those gifted memberships on. You could get a freebie. It could be a freebie. No plans. I have a black Jaguar. When it rains, it gets dirty. It's dirty now, but I don't have anywhere to go that I care. I guess I could get it washed tomorrow or the next day. That'd be some excitement for me. Some hot excitement. 972-994-6822. That'd be some hot excitement. I feel like the media oversold us Hurricane Milton. I'm not saying it wasn't devastating, and I'm not saying it wasn't bad, because it was. But man, oh man, did they overdo it. Doopa-doopa-doo. Thank you so much for the $5. She says, thanks for another great week, Tom and chat. Doopa-doopa-doo. Thank you for another great week. I wouldn't have known about SG's cast if it wasn't for you. Can't keep up with all this. Is there anything on tonight after this? Is there Rico or anything going on? Or am I just going to have to watch Barnaby Jones again? I am so mad at my bedroom DVD Blu-ray player for crapping out on me. True, had it for a long time, but still. I keep forgetting to get another one. Yes, on now. Oh my God. Okay, we could take a vote in the room. Should I end this show early so we can all go watch that, or should I take it another 16 minutes? Excuse me. SG Fanboy says it's a mother's job to keep track of these things. No. You don't want me to stop. You want, okay. All right. No, I got no problem with that. Just concerned about you guys. I'm just wondering how this new 1080 is looking. I expected that people would just be going, oh my God. God. Look at my, you can probably read the writing on my thingy here now. Doopa-doo says, seriously, I'm going to worry about this weekend. Please be safe. I'm going to worry too. I'm worried now. This is no joke. I did not sleep the night of the hurricane. Not one wink at all. Couldn't. Because of Joey and Mrs. C and yes, even Spider Alomar, who every time I say his name, I want to say Spider Rico from the Rocky movies. Doc Dorn said, goal smashed. Hulk smash. Doc Dorn, thank you so much. Amazingly generous. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. That's very nice of you. And thank you for all your support always, Doc Dorn. You've been wonderful. Doopa-doop-doo says, Doc Dorn for the win. Steve Fanboy says, Doopa, I'm good, I promise. Hope so. Hope so. What was I going to say? It was a... Hey, Doopa-doopa-doo. Do you like it that I haven't doxed you today, have I? I've been very copiously paying attention to that. Dupa says, SG, okay, please let us know if you need anything. SG's one of those people that's not going to accept any help. He's like when I was a waiter, there would always be those people, you'd bring your food to them, and like 10 minutes later, you'd be walking by their table, and they'd go, excuse me, I don't want to be a bother. Can we get some silverware? You know, they haven't touched their food. They legitimately don't want to inconvenience anyone. So yeah, he's not gonna. And I come from that stock myself, my Indiana hillbilly Hoosier stock. Oh no, they not be beholden. You can't accept anything from anybody ever. Well, they not be beholden. You know, I don't know. You guys like how I put the old KRLD studios from the 50s or 60s behind me so I could show this Tom Lehrer picture and make it make sense? Let's see. Dupa says, I get it. I get it. I'm just glad I haven't doxed her today. I didn't realize that was a separation of, or I would never have done that. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. You guys would be bleeding out and say it's just a scratch. Probably. When I was in college, there was a girl that worked in She worked at the hall desk for the girls' side. And there's a guy making fun of her, Shannon Bohannon with hips like a cannon. And I thought her name, because of that, was Shannon Bohannon. So I called her Shannon Bohannon. Like, I couldn't be convinced that wasn't her name. 'Tis but a scratch. I'll bleed all over you. SG family, not so much being beholden, just not a burden. I understand. I'm that guy. I'm old guy. They're doing family stuff. I don't want to be a burden. A Boyden. I don't want to be a Boyden. Doctor says, nah, my leg's not broken. Just a sprain. Never mind the bone sticking out. Wolf says, I accept things from people and then reciprocate when they least expect it. There you go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Laughing at Doc Torn. The wolf, man, like gets involved when he's solving something for somebody. He's helping them. And just, there's some gas money. No, he gets really involved. SG Fanboy says, I waited until the next day to go to the ER when I broke my arm because it was sort of late. I didn't want to bother the doctors. Well, that, and who knows how good of a doctor you're going to get at that hour of the night. Don't want to be getting the B team. A possibility. We're still working out the details. A slight chance I could be on Out of the Coffin with Bob Levy on Levyverse next week. A special guest appearance. And just so you guys know, if that happens, and spread the word, I'll be working blue. Oh, yeah. I'll be working real blue. Doop-a-doop-a-doo says, Out of the Coffin, yes! It's not finalized yet. He's mentioned it twice this week on the air, and I responded in chat, but I haven't gotten a response, and I've emailed him. If that doesn't work, I'll text him, or I'll call him, one of the two. I probably should just call him. Sweet. But you guys didn't think I had Bob Levy's phone number, did you? I'm pretty sure I have it. Bob loves you. I know. It's so nice to get nice words from Bob. I love him too. Bob and I are old school. We're old school guys, man. Something to be said for the, I know the world we live in and the millennials and Gen Z and all that. Hey, trust me. Trust me. Out of the coffin and into the pyre, and into the pyre. All right, turning off the phones. Had them on for a friggin' half an hour. A whole friggin' half an hour. That's what I'm saying, Tom. That's what I'm saying, Tom. Loves me some Joey. Loves me some Joey. Here in 1080. Here in 1080. The Tom Gully Show in 1080. Man, I envy you people getting to watch me in 1080. Julian Caesar is on fire today. Man, I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I really do. I hope you got great things planned. SG, I hope you get your situation stabilized. And that Monday, Dupa and I can quit worrying. We do and do and do. No, I'm kidding. I think, isn't there a Replayables on tonight, I think, at some point? And there's other things. I don't watch a lot of, like I don't watch Cardiff Show. I don't watch The Orange. I don't watch Tukey. I watch clips of Brennan. I watch clips of Chad. I watch clips of Ray. You know. Sorry, I missed most of the show. Nobody's ever late here, Julian. You know this. Dupas says replayables changed to Saturday. Oh, okay. The Doctrine says, Tom, 1080 Gully Show. It's what to watch on YouTube. It's the worst show on YouTube. Now 360 pixels crisper. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. We're having a great team here tonight. I'm telling you. The Tam Gully Show on a Friday. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Let me tell you. You know, a lot of people don't like these horrible, boring topics, but I love them. I can't get enough of them. Dupa says there is something on the Shuley Network, and Hackride is having a show about David Bowie with DJ Electra. It's having Lincoln stuff, it's just you're scared and torn. Take these eyes of blue, 'cause I'm putting out fire with gasoline. Worst show. This isn't Killing It with the Ables. Well, this show starts on time at least. Killing It with the Ables is on Saturday. Yep, they got the doubling up on Saturday. And all the short, skinny people. I used to do the best David Bowie. I guess I don't anymore, but you know. Take these eyes of blue. I used to be able to do it so good. Peace on earth, can it be? Anyway, that's by David Bowie. That's from the Bing Crosby. Here's to all their glorious men of goodwill. Live in peace again. Peace on earth, can it be? I used to be able to do Bowie. Maybe I'll watch the reality tour DVD I have tomorrow. The Doctrine says, so let me get this straight. Tom has a 2008 six-cylinder S-Type Jaguar. I do. And I'll be driving it in the morning. Go to the 7-Eleven, get my Red Bulls. And I only do that because the grocery store made him so hard to find. I just said, screw him, get away. And then my groceries, and then come back and drag it all in, put it all away, take the dead trash out, and then I'm back in bed. And the Jag's just sitting there looking great the whole time. Julian Zezer says, Tom, you're such a fan of animal prints. Why not paint the Jag like a real jaguar? Like with a... I don't have to. There's a leaper. The hood ornament is a jaguar in the middle of a leap. There's a leaper on the front. Terry Nee says, what? A jaguar? Well, we're waiting. Yes, my Jag. Okay, I got a movie line. Involves Jaguar. Terry Nee, by the way, I'm broadcasting today in high definition 1080. Do you notice a difference? What movie is this from? What movie is this from? I left my Jag in Kansas City. What movie? What movie? Now, I'm going to tell you, Dupe is good at this. So is Gene 1313. Got a bunch of ladies in this room. They're really good at, yes, your green screen is off. It's true, Terry Nee. He's got a Jaguar. I always hear Jeremy Clarkson says, he's got a Jag. That's something Jeremy Clarkson would say. I left my Jag in Kansas City. Nobody knows? Doctrine. Woo. Woo. It's dirty right now. It's got that rain dirt on it, It's the beads. I don't feel like knocking the dirt off it again just because I'm not going anywhere where I care, so. The Birdcage. La Cage aux Folles? No. But a damn fine guess. A damn fine guess. Tony says Philadelphia. Also no. One too many. I'll give you a hint. The line is recited by Richard Pryor. Dallas Buyers Club. Also no. The line is recited by Richard Pryor. Near the very end of the movie. I left my Jag in Kansas City. Everybody's on Wikipedia right now. Here, I'll give you another hint. And this is only if you can look down the list of movies. It's a movie where someone leaving their car in another city would make sense. How about that? Doctrine says it's all Greek to me. Terry Nee has put, I don't even know what those are. What the hell are those damn things? I can't tell. I got to get my bifocals. Get my bifocals. Okay, I'm just going to tell you. This nobody's going to get it. I believe 1978. I could be wrong. Gene Hackman. Oh God, I just had her name in my head. I can't believe I'm gonna. Gene Hackman. Patrick McGowan, actually. Richard Pryor. And who's the chick? 76, not 78. Jill Clayburgh. The actually very underrated and unfairly forgotten Jill Clayburgh. Jill Clayburgh died too early, but she was fabulous. Crickets, Bustin' Loose, Roadhouse. Yes, Richard Pryor in Roadhouse. It was in Silver Streak, which is actually a very good movie, and I would recommend that you watch it. Bushwhacked. No, Jail Rodeo. Jail Rodeo is from, what was the movie with him and where one was blind and one, I can't remember the name of it. It was a damn popular movie. Silver Streak. Silver Streak kind of puts you in the mind of one of those old Bob Hope movies. This is really good. Silver Streak's really good. Okay. Well, guys, Monday's coming. Porkies. Monday's coming, and on Monday our topic will be Jolt Cola. Jolt Cola. This is Schindler's List. No, it was not the Richard Pryor version of Schindler's List. Karen Garvey's laughing. You guys are killing me. Monday's coming. We'll be doing Jolt Cola. But I noticed here that old clock on the wall says it's time like the Reverend Al Green for me to get on up out of here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. The Jedi Strikes Back. Terry D. I made Tom laugh. I'll see if I can make you guys laugh. See if I can make you guys laugh. That'd be a first. Well, The Last Boy Scout. I have that on Blu-ray. I love that movie so much. When I used to smoke, sometimes my best friend would call me and say, "Hey, what are you doing?" "I'm just smoking some cigarettes." "Well, you want to come over? We're having a barbecue." "I don't know. These are some pretty good cigarettes." Who's Tom Lehrer? You'll have to rewind and watch the whole thing. Musician, comedian, singer-songwriter, mathematical genius. Saving Private Ryan. Yes, it's the Richard Pryor version. He played Caparzo. The Lost Boys. There's one thing I could never stomach about San Pedro. It's all the goddamn vampires. Silver Streak. The wolf got it. The wolf knows. The wolf knows. He's the wolf. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this 1080 version of the Tom Gully Show. We'll be at you at 1080 from now on, kids. Huh? I thought there was going to be a dramatic difference and everybody was going to be going, oh, but Sophie's choice was one child. Sophie's choice, one child was underrated, which one was clearly overrated. I thought she should have left both of them. Is it Herbie the Love Bug? No. It is also not Jason Meets Freddy. Roots. You fucking guy. He just keeps throwing out the most outlandish stuff. I'll play, man. I'll play this all day with you. All right, I got to get out of here. No, I'm laughing. I got to get over Shirley's show. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Hey, like the river now. I said all that stuff. Till next time. We'll see you next time.